Hello, I'm David Ralph, Chief Executive of the Heart of the Southwest LEP, and welcome to the series Clean Growth Conversations. Clean and inclusive growth are the LEP's central priorities, and it's the heart of our plan to build back better. It is increasingly recognised as the overarching economic challenge and opportunity of our time, and our plan set out how this area can and will best achieve both clean and inclusive growth using our key distinctive economic opportunities. In these conversations, I will be exploring with partners what this might mean on the ground. And today I'm delighted to be joined by Austin Chick, who is part of Leonardo, but also heads our iAero facility near Yeovil to talk about clean growth. So hello, Austin, and thanks for joining us today.
Hi, David. iAero's an innovation centre in Yeovil. It is on the south side of Leonardo's airfield. Leonardo's the home of British helicopters. It's Britain's only original equipment manufacturer here in the UK today. And iAero was initiated because there was it was seen that there was an opportunity to do more in the innovation space around rotary wing and vertical takeoff for the future. There's a lot of startups. There are a lot of new technologies coming forward. I think iAero is an opportunity for those companies to get involved in vertical takeoff and landing products over the next 10 to 15 years. And
this is an important part of the world for aerospace. How important is clean growth in the aviation sector?
I think it's everything. To be honest, the clean growth program is everything. We've got to try and decarbonize. We've got to find ways of being able to sustain the aviation industry whilst not putting the levels of carbon back into the community.
Have you got any examples of some of the projects or interventions that iAero partners, including Leonardo, are sort of pursuing at the moment?
So one of the major ones is to do with the AW149, AW189 product. It's a medium-sized helicopter, and that's to do with using sustainable aviation fuel. So we've already done a number of test flights with the engines that are in the aircraft at the moment on SAF. Everything seems to have worked very well with that. We're also looking at opportunities to move towards a more hybrid power system for certainly the larger versions of aircraft in the future. The other thing that we have done quite recently is to look at an electric tail rotor for one of the Augusta Western products. It was actually on the AW139 that both the UK and Italy worked in collaboration with. That basically takes away a number of systems to the rear of the aircraft. It means that you can get away from drive systems and you can get away from having to use as much power to generate thrust on the tail. And ultimately, it allows you to move towards a battery-powered tail rotor.
And social value is something pretty important to Leonardo. Why is social value important, and how does that contribute towards inclusive growth?
Leonardo here in Yeovil has been a big supplier for many years, and even though the company has changed over the years, the number of companies that support Leonardo have, I think, grown, and we seem to have broadened our spectrum of companies that we deal with. So at the moment, there's something like 4,500 people on site at Yeovil. It's not just the Leonardo helicopters, but it's the contractors that come and work, it's customers that come and work, and that has an enormous impact on the economy of what is a relatively small and theoretically quiet place in Yeovil. It's not quite so quiet when the helicopters are flying, but we need to try and keep that going because, as I've said, Leonardo's been the home of British helicopters for a long time, and there's been a number of spin-outs from the company over the years that have created a number of the industries that you see around here. So one of the things that we're proud to support is the Yeovil Chamber of Commerce. There's an M-Hub, which is part of the Yeovil Chamber of Commerce, which literally looks after a network of small manufacturers, and quite a few of those small manufacturers in the area are aerospace-related companies that have spun up because of blade work, panel work, all sorts of manufacturing processes and some digital technologies.
I think people don't really recognise how big that aerospace cluster is in the Southwest. So just paint me a picture in a couple of years' time, the iAero Innovation Centre. What do you hope that it will be doing and achieving?
We've got a number of interested parties here at the moment, all associated with aerospace. We've got Leonardo in particular has got some projects that are running at the moment to look at autonomous aircraft, and we're not talking about drones. We're talking about something that is about 30 times bigger than you can actually produce using upscale model-based technologies today. So we will be looking to utilize the local supply chain to help support the manufacture of this autonomous system. And we'll be looking to create applications for that autonomous system that are both within that military environment, but outside into that commercial environment as well. We're looking to try and evolve those projects into a series of sub-projects, and we're looking to try and draw in other companies that are looking at air mobility, they're looking at logistics delivery, they're looking at the opportunity to use drones in different ways as well. But I think also to be able to help companies to understand how they can test and certify products. They don't have to be air vehicle products. It could be software, it could be assemblies, it could be components that sit within an air vehicle. And we're looking to make sure that we can do that within a collaborative world here at iAero, both digitally and in a physical sense with the test facilities that exist over at Leonardo. We've been very fortunate. So there's a company called Mark 3D, works with a company called Mark Forged from the US. Mark 3D team came down and did some presentations, and there was a genuine excitement within the materials laboratory within Leonardo because of the technologies that they had, in particular associated with metal printing, the mechanisms by which this metal printing was enacted, and the clean room environment in which you could operate. They made an offer to put a collaboration together between iAero and the partners within iAero, with Leonardo, then with Yeovil College as well. So we've now got 6 printing machines here within iAero. There's also a sintering machine and a wash machine. They can do everything from very basic prototyping with the most cost-effective sustainable materials all the way through to this very comprehensive metal printing system that we are looking to develop into aircraft standard parts. And that would be the first time that's been achieved within the industry. And I think the applications for that are far and wide for the high value manufacturing sector here in the Southwest.
So thank you to Austin Chick, who heads our iAero program. It's really grateful for you to join us to do our clean growth conversations, and good luck with leading iAero into the future. Thanks very much.